Hey folks, welcome back to Mario Kart World. We're doing some more time trials and we've got one more track left for the Fire Flower Cup. As per usual, using Shy Guy and the little dumpy. And we've got the Airship Fortress. We're going to go against Ninstar David using Bowser Jr. So this is another one similar to Shy Guy Bazaar, similar to Wario Stadium. Seen a whole lot of clips for this one. So I'm gonna, I'm gonna give it my best shot. We'll see how we do. To me, there's like a long section, like starting right here. And you got a trick over here, and then you get up here, and you trick early, and then you get up here, and then you trick, and then you go around. No, you got to trick a lot sooner. That's the first time I have ever successfully done that, believe it or not. As it was happening, I couldn't believe it. And you might not believe me. You might call cap. I understand. Let's see if we can do it again. Right trick. Cool. Trick early. Get over here. Trick. I'm torn if I want it on the diagonal, trick straight or trick left. It's probably trick left. That's not it. That was way too soon. So I'm, I guess, waiting until I'm on that bend for that rail and then tricking to the right. And I don't know, it worked the first two times, but I think that was just kind of beginner's luck. I do not have this down consistently by any means. But, I mean, we take those. Okay. So then on that diagonal, trick forward. And then you can do two tricks, I think, on those like short rails through the fire. And then there's this long turn. And then there's this dirt patch. Now there is a jump there onto that top rail that I don't know how to do. So I'm just not going to worry about it. The nice thing about that is if you miss it a little bit, yeah, it's definitely trick forward. It's definitely trick forward on that diagonal, and that diagonal is such like a sliver of that rail, so that's like a little bit tight. I just got to get used to it. This one actually, before I like eat my words, not too bad. I guess the question will be like, can I do it consistently for 3 laps, right? And this is where I start to eat my words, and this is going to be another half-hour Mario Kart World time trial video. Okay. Sometimes you just like magnetize, which is very nice. Trick forward, drift left. Pick up that coin. Okay. I don't feel too worried about beating the ghost. Like, the ghost for Wario Stadium was pretty gnarly, to be honest. That was a much better dismount for that. Jump the Bonsai Bill. Trick right. Cool. Okay. It's really just like that jump and then this that I'm like a little worried about, but for the most part the rest of it is like chill. I'm not doing this perfectly by any means. There's a lot of rough edges. Couple of coins that I missed through there. Jump the Bonsai Bill again, and then this is a little tight on here, but we made it. Okay, so there I whiffed. Am I fine to live with that? We'll see. It's definitely slower. But maybe, I mean, you see where Bowser Jr. is on the map. Yikes. Okay. That wasn't totally clean. 212. I'll give it one more go, I think. Because we're only at 6 minutes right now. I'll give it one more go. Certainly compared to the last two, having a shorter video would be nice for me, but I feel like, I don't know. This track feels, of the three, definitely the most attainable. I mean, I spent more goddamn time on Desert Hills than this. So certainly we can give this a little bit more time. Because I think I can hit that all 3 laps. Maybe I'm wrong. That was pretty tight through there. I've said this before, if you're watching these videos to try to learn like the actual like world record time trial or whatever, I am not your guy. There's much better folks on YouTube for that. But if you're curious to see maybe what this process is like, I'm hoping that's what these videos are kind of good for, you know? That sucked. I think I just keep on keeping on. That was my own hubris. I was like, I want this coin. And I might get hit by this fire. And sure enough, I did. Again, there is a jump through there. I don't know how to do it. I don't want to risk it. Okay, we actually hit that on lap 3 this time. So let's see, even with our blunder on lap 2, which is a bummer now that that happened because I did this. See, this is how they get you with Mario Kart. They're like, don't you think you could do that time trial even smoother? And you're like, I don't know, maybe. 212. That was faster? New record, yeah. It's still a 212. Can we get a sub 212? Can we get a sub 211 even? If I don't get hit by fire? Do you think that lost like a full second? I'll do one more. I feel, again, this one actually is not that bad. And like, if this is your first video of mine that you're seeing and like that sounds like a load of horse shit, I implore you, go watch specifically, not even the full things because that would be an hour of your time. Go watch sections of the last two. All right, and I was pulling my hair out. This one, in comparison to Wario Stadium and Shy Guy Bazaar, is way more chill. It's night and day. Not, I don't know, easy per se. You still gotta like nail down some timings and stuff, but and I think it helps a lot too that like I've seen what the speedrun for this for this track looks like, and so I like know the route. Where like for the first time trials I was doing on Mushroom Cup, I hadn't seen any of those tracks. And in fact, I hadn't seen really any of the tracks other than clips for Shy Guy Bazaar and this. And I get a little later after launch, I think we started to see Wario Stadium stuff. Shy Guy Bazaar, I think, was definitely like the first track I saw like a crazy clip for. Damn. A little too late on that. And so I think part of the trickiness, I guess, with time trials is honestly just like you figuring out the best route on your own and taking kind of like the guesswork out of that by just like watching what the world record is and what that route is. Even if you can't do like all the stuff, you at least get a sense of like, you know, what the fastest route is. And so I feel like that just helps you like, I don't know, just like helps you like take out the guesswork while you're driving of like, which way should I actually be going? And instead you can just focus on just actually driving. Like I'm not guessing about anywhere that I'm going during this race, except apparently in this one long left turn, the NASCAR of Mario Kart, although maybe that's Baby Park. Anyway, all of that to say, you don't even have to watch a YouTube video. You can just watch the in-game ghost for like the world record in-game. You know, that's like built in. That's huge for just like learning. And I haven't been doing that, but I feel like if you wanted to do this yourself, that could be the move. Is just watch the world record ghost in game. You could even set the ghost that you raced against to be the world record ghost, but I don't know that like you might not learn a lot from racing against it. Maybe you would. I don't know. It's up to you. You do whatever you think is best. If you want to go fast. Speaking of wanting to go fast, that new Sonic racing game, dude, Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, that looks very good. I'm excited for that one. I think that's coming out in September. I hope it's not like $100. It might be a $100 game on the Switch too, in Canada. You heard me say $100. You were probably like, for what, the like collector's edition or whatever? Nah, dude. We've had $80 games here in Canada for the entirety of the Switch 1's life. It's just our 80 was the US 60, basically. Now your 80 is like our 100? That sucked. I accidentally tricked to the right. Okay. We'll see if we can't still get like a 211 or whatever, but there's like a blemish on this run now. Not that it was perfect, but at least in that one section, that was not as clean as it could have been. Anyway, as long as I don't fuck up at the end here, I think this is probably just going to be the run that we go with. And a mushroom through the dirt, and a 211. Alright, I shaved like half a second. We take those, I guess. We take those. So, yeah, there is the full Fire Flower Cup. Hope you enjoyed. I know there were some longer ones in here. They might even be some of the longer ones in this entire series of doing time trials for this whole game. But let me know what you thought in the comments down below. Let me also know what time you have on this track. Let me know if you beat 211, for instance. And yeah, if you're new here, subscribe, like if you liked, leave a comment. Again, your time, how your day is going, whatever you want. If you're also here watching Blueprints, don't worry, Blueprints will be back soon, I promise. And yeah, follow me over on Twitch as well. I'm doing primarily Pokemon over there, but the link for Twitch should be down in the description below. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.